Lesson 59. The following ideas are for review today. 41. God goes with me wherever I go. How can I be alone when God always goes with me? How can I be doubtful and unsure of myself when perfect certainty abides in Him? How can I be disturbed by anything when He rests in me in absolute peace? How can I suffer when love and joy surround me through Him? Let me not cherish illusions about myself. I am perfect because God goes with me wherever I go. 42. God is my strength. Vision is His gift. Let me not look to my own eyes to see today. Let me be willing to exchange my pitiful illusion of seeing for the vision that is given by God. Christ's vision is His gift, and He has given it to me. Let me call upon this gift today so that this day may help me to understand eternity. 43. God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. I can see what God wants me to see. I cannot see anything else. Beyond His will lie only illusions. It is these I choose when I think I can see apart from Him. It is these I choose when I try to see through the body's eyes. Yet the vision of Christ has been given me to replace them. It is through this vision that I choose to see. 44. God is the light in which I see. I cannot see in darkness. God is the only light. Therefore, if I am to see, it must be through Him. I have tried to define what seeing is, and I have been wrong. Now it is given me to understand that God is the light in which I see. Let me welcome vision, and the happy world it will show me. 45. God is the mind with which I think. I have no thoughts I do not share with God. I have no thoughts apart from Him, because I have no mind apart from His. As part of His mind, my thoughts are His, and His thoughts are mine. Lesson 59. The review sessions, a fireside chat on truth and vision. God goes with me wherever I go. Imagine walking into the darkest cave, the emptiest house, or the loneliest street at 3 a.m. You might think you're alone, but that's just a story your mind tells. The truth? You're never alone because God goes with you everywhere. The Course isn't just saying this as a feel-good phrase. It's pointing out that the idea of being alone is a total illusion. Think about it. If God is always with you, how could you ever be lost? If God is certainty, how could you ever be doubtful? If God is peace, how could you ever be disturbed? The only way those things could exist is if you believed in an illusion instead of the truth. Jesus is throwing down a challenge here. If you feel alone, disturbed, or lost, stop and ask, am I actually experiencing reality, or am I clinging to a dream? God is my strength. Vision is His gift. Vision, real vision, doesn't come from your physical eyes. The eyes of the body can't actually see, they just receive images, like a camera. The Course calls this pitiful, because if you rely on the body's eyes, you're stuck looking at a world of separation, fear, and limits. But God gave you Christ's vision, which doesn't see fear, it sees love. Christ's vision lets you see through the illusions to what's real. It's a gift, meaning you don't have to earn it, work for it, or qualify for it. It's already yours. Just imagine waking up and realizing you had the ability to see love in everyone all along. You just forgot. Today's about remembering. God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. Think about sourcing something. If you run a business, you know that where you source your products matters. You don't just grab from anywhere, you find the best. Now, what about your sight? What about your thoughts? What are they sourced from? If they're not sourced from God, they're fake imports, cheap knockoffs. The Course is saying you can't see apart from God. If God is your source, then anything you think you see without Him isn't actually real. It's an illusion. Ever look at something and assume it's one way, only to realize later you were completely wrong? That's how it is with the body's eyes. They show you a world based on the past, based on judgment, based on fear. But vision sourced from God, that shows you what's actually there. God is the light in which I see. Ever try to see in total darkness? Impossible, right? Now take that same idea to your mind. If you're trying to see reality using your own thoughts, your own definitions, your own judgments, you're in the dark. The Course is blunt. You don't even know what seeing is. You've tried to define it, but you were wrong. And that's not an insult, it's an invitation. Instead of clinging to your definition of seeing, let yourself be shown real vision. When you allow God to be the light in which you see, the world shifts. The fears you had, they don't hold up in the light. The anger, the guilt, the stories of not being enough, shadows. And what happens to shadows in the light? Gone. God is the mind with which I think. All right, let's get real metaphysical for a second. There's only one mind, God's. That means there's no my thoughts and his thoughts separately. If a thought is real, it's shared with God. If it's not shared with God, it's not real. So what thoughts are real? Thoughts of love, thoughts of peace, thoughts of unity. Anything else, fear, judgment, anger, worry, is an illusion because it's not in the one mind. This lesson isn't about forcing yourself to think positive. It's about recognizing that any thought not aligned with God's mind isn't actually yours. You've just borrowed it from the illusion. But why keep fake thoughts when you've been given the real ones, bringing it all together? The course isn't here to preach. It's here to undo, to unlearn, to take all the things you thought were real, fear, loneliness, doubt, suffering, and show you that they're just a mirage. You're not alone. Ever. You don't have to struggle for vision. It's given. What you think you see apart from God isn't real. Trying to define vision on your own is like trying to see in the dark. Your thoughts and God's thoughts are the same. Anything else is just noise. That's the fireside chat for today. Now let's sit with it. Let's ask the questions. Let's bring it into real life. How does this shift the way we move through the day? How does it change the way we look at fear, at struggle, at doubt? Because if these lessons are true, if God goes with you, if real vision is given, if illusions are nothing, then today can be a totally different kind of day.